Good morning. So today is the day. We have practice day today before JapFest. I'm really excited. We are one of the first team, so we have loads of time to unload the van and the trail and the car from the trailer and everything. So yeah, people are actually coming up. It's gonna be very cool. We're gonna have a practice before JapFest. So Friday practice is over. It was a very successful day for us. We have good few lead runs, good few chase runs. We're still working on our setup to make the car a little bit faster. But overall, I'm really happy how the car is working and how I'm working. So yeah, everything will be fine for Sunday. What's up everyone? We are back at Mondello Park, JapFest 2026. Very excited day. I was looking forward for that. The weather seems to be very good today. My team is preparing the car right now. So last touch-ups before the practice time. I will keep you updated. I go for a briefing now and I chat to you later.
Today, but we're going to move on to our next battle now, where we can see the Pro 2 winner from 2 years ago, Jakob the Paddy Christrack, taking on Dean Martin. Yes, Dean Martin, the singer that's behind That's Maury. Maybe not, but it is Dean Martin, and he's there and he's ready to close the gap and get right up on Jakob's door. Jakob's looking so strong this weekend, but will Dean Martin be able to do it in that borrowed car?
Well, we're going to find out, because it is 830 brake horsepower versus 800 brake horsepower. It is over 1600 horsepower on the track as we speak. Flicking it in to Mondello Park. Look at this on Cuba. Beautiful line there through the first corner. Dean Byrne. Oh, Dean Byrne gets the front tyre off and hits his own headlight. Breaks some of the car there by his own front tyre. Not even his own front tyre. It's actually hitting Martin's front tyre. And Dean Byrne is going to have some split to do.
That's for sure, Mike. I didn't actually even watch Jakob finish out that run. I was
stunned of this battle. It was Dean Martin versus Jakob Christrack, and Dean Martin, remember, debeating there just at zone 3, really strange there, zone 4, and with you the front tire there, he's back on track. Definitely will be going through in that one. The man, Paddy Christrack, we're calling him at this stage. The
sure is.
Polish native, but an adopted Irishman, going through to the top 16, keeping his championship hopes alive. So I am seeing here in the back right ahead that if Jakob Christrack and Dylan Gary win their next battle, which is not a conclusion by any means.
So we are after top 32 battle. We got the win. We battled Dean Martin. The contact was very little, but it caused a big damage to both of the cars. But my team managed to have it sorted, and the car is better than before. So I'm really happy about it. So now on to the top 16.
drifting. This is JapFest and this is IDS Round 1 2026. Here are your top 16. Really quickly to the right hand side of our bracket already. So Jakub Krzyzak, Kuba, or Petty Krzyzak as we call him because he's so Irish, versus Diarmuid O'Connell. It is Wexford versus Cork, and it is Big 2 Jay-Z Power versus SR20, but the A86 is a very light chassis. Diarmuid O'Connell is a very aggressive driver.
He sure is. We have aggression on the keep up. We have Krzyzak more than double the horsepower.
Oh.
He can't shut it down.
Yeah, Diarmuid O'Connell
He's going to get lost in the smoke, I'm not too sure. But yeah,
sponsored S14.9 there, and great initiation. This is McInerney, the clear man, always showed massive amounts of promise, and now he is realising it. Now we move it on to the right hand side of the Great 8 battle bracket, and it is Kuba on the line, Jakub Krzyzak against Ben Rogers. Now the way Ben Rogers is driving, this guy might be a championship contender. Kuba definitely is a championship contender, so to mark their intentions, let's see who puts down the bigger runs here. It is Kuba to lead us in the 830 brake horsepower S14.9. Ben Rogers is right there with it in the smoke. Kuba touches the left brake, but Ben Rogers once again pops out of the smoke right on the door of Kuba. What is Ben Rogers after having for breakfast? Great line down for Kuba.
Speak about drivers prioritising to put on a show for everyone in spectation, but Jakub Krzyzak always prioritised making results, and I'm sure he's going to do so here as he tries to get on fast from the line. Ben Rogers leading us in and about the transition here. There comes the two drivers, Ben Rogers slightly and Jakub Krzyzak is right there on the
Kuba's line around that last corner. Ben might have just taken himself out of it with that line, but guys, they're out of the cars one more time. The big grandstand, let's hear it from Ben Rogers and Jakub Krzyzak.
Insane stuff. I don't know how the judges are going to separate these two. We're going to ask you guys, who do you think should win? Do you think Jakub Krzyzak should get that?
Oh, the Kuba fan club is big and loud. And who thinks that Ben Rogers should get it? Oh, they're all the hardcore players.
Separated.
Yeah, they're separated.
Maybe for their own safety. Maybe for their own safety.
We might have a bit. One more time, guys. Who thinks Jakub Krzyzak should get it?
And who thinks Ben Rogers should get it? Oh, it's... Oh, I don't know how to separate them.
Louder.
We have a result, Mike.
Well, you know what? They were a tiny bit louder there, I think, and the people who will be the happiest are the Jakub Krzyzak supporters because he booked his place in the final for Ben Rogers. Guys, huge round of applause for this man. Absolutely fantastic driving. Up at the front and briefing this morning, taking notes, and you know what, it paid off for him, but he is going to be still in the championship hunt here. But Kuba now putting out Ben Rogers, and of course Dylan Garvey bowing out a little bit earlier at the hands of Ben Rogers, and it is definitely shaping up to be an interesting championship. But one more battle in the Great 8. We have Owen Magner to face off against a resurgent Darren Burnham.
What's up? So we are after top 8 battle with Ben Rogers. we managed to get the win, but I'd say it was very, very close battle. Ben Rogers is an unreal driver. So now on to the next one, we have Owen Magner at top 4.
Nobody's actually had an easy run through. Nobody's gotten through from repeated mechanical failures of their opponents or whatever. So they're going to battle it out here, and we are going to see an absolute battle for the ages here, I would say, in the second semi-final here at IDS Round 1 2026 at JapFest, and they leave the line. Jakub Krysiak, the higher qualifier, leads us in, followed guaranteed very closely by Owen Magner, who's right on his back, but both cars initially fired it over here. Owen Magner's got a very shallow once again, and like we said, that 186 set up super tight.
That happen, or is he going to dive in right in that door?
Yeah, I knew it was going to catch on in the end. The car just looks super tight, and that works. It's almost like Dean Carney's Viper was an FD, it just always wants to go. Trying to give himself every chance to get the pace there, and Jakub Krysiak does indeed take the win, booking his place in the final and putting his stamp on this championship early doors. Owen Magner dropping into the third, fourth place playoff, and that means we have just 2 battles left at him. We have the battle for the last step on the podium, and we have the final. So guys, once again for the Jakub Krysiak fan club, let's hear cheering for Jakub Krysiak, your hero.
And of course, young Owen Magner from County Cork putting on an unreal show for us today.
Yeah, we'll get you guys getting very vocal now before the final.
We are after top 4 battle with our good friend Owen Magner. It was very tough battle, I knew it from the start, but he done a slight little mistake, unfortunately, because I was looking forward for it. But yeah, now we are on to the finals with Jason McInerney.
It's time, it is time. So we've gone through the entire battle bracket. We had 80 drivers yesterday, guys. Whittled it down to 4. They came into today. We had 40 drivers on the grid today, and now it is down to 2. So, Mondello Park for IDS Round 1 2026. Are you ready for the final? That's what we want to hear, guys. No need to ask twice. We're ready for the final. We have 2 cars on the line. We have Jakub Krysiak and we have Jason McInerney, both here on merit. Neither had an easy battle bracket in. Jason McInerney is already on the way up to us. He has jumped at the start, which he is allowed to do in the chase position. Kuba's doing a rolling forward. McInerney is right in the pocket with him. Look at this. McInerney wants to take the trophy back to with his own aggression has pushed his intercooler out of the way, and he has lost the boost pipe.
A few moments later.
We have interesting news to give you. We're not sure how this happened, but with 30 seconds to spare, Jason McInerney coming back out here to battle Jakub Krysiak once again. No idea how he managed to do that, but they have gotten the E36 back together, and he is going to give it one more go. And you know what, remember, Kuba doesn't have to do a lot here. We think that it is a 10-0 advantage to Kuba, so all he has to do is hang back here. But you know what, I know him, and he's going to put this one to bed in style if you know, if he is doing Kuba things.
He sure is. Look, is he going to do Kuba Kings? Look at this entry from Jason McInerney as he sends it over here, trying to get away from the paddy Jakub Krysiak.
Just too much to ask for Jason McInerney. She shuts down again, and the quick repair there. Maybe a boost pipe came off again. We don't get the word from from the judges there, but I think it might be a foregone conclusion, but we'll just give you the official results on the podium. And of course we have the third and fourth place playoff as well between Owen Magner and Fionn Rudd. So once again, as Adam said, guys, thank you so much. We're going to join you back down on the podium in about 3 or 4 minutes time, so feel free once again to make your way around by the bridge there and join us on track. We will open up the gates and you can get yourself there and get the pictures on the podium, etc., for the round 1 of the Irish Drift Series Pro Championship 2026. We've talked to you in a couple of minutes.
We all knew that this was coming. He drove hard all day. He's come out with a new livery. He was Chris and Diaco, but we prefer to call him Paddy. Let's hear it for young Paddy Christian!
Let's go, pal! Yeah, so the day is over, JapFest is over. Fantastic day, we finished P1 and the car looks a bit tired, but I couldn't imagine better weekend. And yeah, I would like to say a big thank you to all the fans. The atmosphere here was unreal. I could hear them inside the car. So yeah, thank you for coming up on the podium, making a few photos with me, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one.